There we go. And since it was once again stuttering and having various other issues, I don't know why the fuck it... Weird. What I was saying there is I don't know why it swung the cestus. I'm thinking, since I couldn't find it on High Wall, Ended Settlement, etc., that it was probably something I saw in... Well, I shouldn't say foot of the High Wall. It was probably something I saw in actual High Wall. Meaning one of these two would probably be my best bet. I think I'm going to start from Vort. Just work my way back. I think that's probably going to be the best option. I get a little bit worried every time I walk on these floors because they look so similar to some of the floors that break. Oh, neat. That's the issue. Okay, lesson learned. Don't, What the fuck is... Okay, what the fuck is the controls here? There we go. Apparently I thought my mouse button was being held down. Oh, hello there, fog door. That's probably the relevant thought, isn't it? Oh, yeah, this is the... You know what I love? I love when you're slamming on the fucking R3 button and camera decides, nah. Even though he recentered the camera to look at the fucking boss, he doesn't want to lock onto the boss. And if he did, fuck him. I love that Dark Souls 3 consistently makes the best decision when it comes to camera, which is fuck the player at all times. If they wanted a good camera, they wouldn't be playing Dark Souls. Despite the fact that, you know, the prior games had decent enough cameras. So I expect this to be another one of those fights where... Why the fuck does that brake lock on? Well, that's death. That's the only quick attack she has. And it's the one that, you know, I just forget about. There's no opportunity to do 2 attacks. I need to remember that. One of the things I learned last time. Cool game, don't have me roll there. Despite me rolling, you know, before getting to him. Boy, do I love the camera on this. Again, where the fuck was my roll game? Where the fuck am I? I do appreciate the game, you know, helpfully demonstrating why the fuck the lock-on and the camera in this continues to be the worst. It gets caught on shit, it doesn't fucking work. Also, I love these consistent hitboxes. Fuck. So what happened there was I hit R1 twice, and I knew for a fucking fact that even though it was right next to each other, I was going to queue up 2. Well, okay. Still less bullshit than the grab. Boy howdy do I love how those guys track better than the fucking player does. Well, that's death. Wait, is... No, the voice is going through. Apparently RN noise thinks that when I whistle, that's also noise. Which I guess kind of makes sense. It is considerably higher pitched than my voice. So I haven't gotten the timing on that down yet. And also I know from last time that that grab, even though it stops at her left knee, actually will grab you if you are on the opposite side of that. Yeah, because even though it loses momentum there, so I hate that big slam. And I'll explain that. When she goes up, she has two attacks. She has the big slam, which you need to wait to roll, and she has the sweep, which you need to not wait to roll. Oh, I see what prevents me from rolling there. Her knee knocks you. I got to see the stagger animation for a half fucking second. Well, a frame, basically. Then again, this entire fucking thing would feel like less trash if I could actually trust the fucking camera. But this fight has demonstrated crystal fucking clear that the camera is, at all times, a more dangerous enemy than most foes. Oh, cool. Hey, neat. They still didn't fix that from fucking Demon Souls. Meaning it's in all 3 games. Lovely. 4 games, sorry. I don't know if it's in Bloodborne. Okay. I don't know why I didn't get the opportunity to roll there. Given that it should have been queued. Also, I don't know if backstep has the same iframes as rolling. No, that just doesn't... Apparently that comes out at the same time you would write a roll. Yeah, the camera focus is just too fucking high. So, you can't see Dick. Oh. Neat. I was expecting it to be the slam. I guess nice to know that she has more moves than she had demonstrated up to this point. When what she had demonstrated, especially first phase, is more than enough to kill me. Plentifully. Real tempted just to take a fucking Ring of Sacrifice so I can get some more goddamn HP. But yeah, I will say it's real nice that, I think one of my favorite things about the Dark Souls community is they sit there and bitch about, you know, being hit through the fog wall. Like that's a too exclusive thing. And when I've streamed 1 and 3, I've gotten it on both. Like, good job, Dick Breath. You dislike something that is just kind of fundamental to the Souls series. Much like bad grab hitboxes and... Well, most of the shit that I've been complaining about, stuff that doesn't happen in 1 or 2. Which is the camera breaking frequently. Also, I don't remember this stuttering shit happening when I'm at, you know, what, 10% GPU, or 50% GPU usage and 10% CPU? I was half expecting that to be another grab. This really feels like a fight designed to punish you for not using a shield. On the other hand, I also know that with the shields I have, that stamina would disappear in a fucking second from a hit from these dickheads. So I'd probably be getting broken constantly. Oh, fuck. I thought it was the sweep. Because it has a very, very similar fucking start. Where she comes up like that, and then flips it around. And no, not that sweep, for the record. She has like fucking 6 of them. Yeah, I knew that was... I don't know the proper response there. Other than die. I've got that one down. Yeah, fuck it, I've got 3 rings of sacrifice, fuck it. Actually, what? Would make more sense to do it with the Ring of the Evil Eye. Well, I'm gonna need to take a big ol' sippy when I get in. Since I demonstrably don't know the... Well, fuck it. And this will, finally, tell me what the fuck goes on with the rings of sacrifice. since I'd not used one. Yeah, but there's... Okay, so that means it's just straight up fucking gone. Good to know.
Welcome, host. Very well, then touch taken up.
So those are effectively identical, but I think what I really want is more fucking health. Do I have the stuff to get 14,000 souls? I think I do, because I think I still have the, yeah. Soul of Aldrich.
Ashen One, be sure.
Welcome. Very well, then take nourish.
So this will mostly just provide a little bit of safety. I wonder if Dancer is susceptible to frostbite. Swapping over to the Irithil blade might work a little better then.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Also, I'm wondering if I have any longer weapons. And the reason why it wasn't moving through there as fast as, well, as fast as I was doing at the start was because, again, it stuttered. Yay! Great port, guys. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just keep them both equipped.
Just what?
When the fuck did I get that? Not that it's real relevant since I don't have the stats for it, but... Interesting. Oh, those are crossbows. Yeah. Also, that bumps up a lot because it's Titanite scale. So it only goes up to +5.
Pretty, be careful.
How much does the bow weigh anyway? 6.5. So if I were to drop the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, I could have a bow. How many? I don't have very many arrows is the issue. Where even are arrows purchased? Does Andre sell them?
Just what?
Are they at a reasonable rate, or is it ridiculous? Oh, it wouldn't be him anyway. It'd be the handmaid.
Ah.
As it is not her, I have to assume that arrows are just... Okay, it is her. Well, wood arrows are... expensive. Well, I guess I should say they are expensive for anything that are not wood arrows. Wood arrows are cheap. Just grab... Yeah.
Ashen One.
whole bunch. Let's swap this out real quick. Let's head back to Bort's bonfire. Yeah, the game has helpfully shown some rings that I think would be good to have. Including the Flynn ring. That one was always pretty solid. Well, its equivalent was solid in 2. It was a DLC ring, but... Ah, so this actually doesn't do too bad of damage. Especially given that I'm just using regular ass arrows. So... Okay, so... I think the Irithyll, even though it's only doing 3/4 as much damage, is probably the way to go as far as that goes. The main issue I was actually having with it was how much shorter it is. upside, I can actually hit twice and still somewhat get away. Obviously not all of the attacks. Guy's dead anyway. Or at least I figured I was dead on the basis of that one has tracked previously, and I have to assume that it would track again. And given how, you know, 3/4 of her moveset is designed to punish rolling, so that one feels like trash because the weapon doesn't actually hit next to her. I sure do love these pillars that certainly don't get in the way all the fucking time. And occasionally get the camera fucking caught on them, and occasionally just their presence if you decide you want to use lock-on, brakes lock-on. Also, I still have yet to figure out why sometimes, if you hold the button down for a fraction of a second, it decides, oh, we're gonna try to start running instead of rolling. Also, I have no idea what the fuck is up with her hitbox. Cool. Game decided to not even let me try to roll there. I mean, it wouldn't have worked, but... You know, much like that one grab from yesterday that took control from 10 fucking meters out. It would be nice if this didn't feel like it was... If the entire game didn't feel like it was being played with fucking latency. And there being 2 follow-ups to the slap, to the first slap, means that, you know, of course, you can always punish players. Fuck you, game. Fuck you, trash fucking port. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Bloodborne or fucking Demon's Souls, whichever one, you know, had the stupid-ass fucking thing by Sony to get people talking about it with a PC port that's never gonna fucking happen, because Sony has done that shit fucking 5 or 6 goddamn times before. I have zero faith in Sony with anything, because they have done all sorts of shit to demonstrate why I should not have faith in Sony. It's one of those things of, hey, cool. You know, for a lot of people, this, you know, most recent shit with MSI has ruined their faith with MSI. Well, for me, it was like 5 or 6 things with regards to post-PS2 content and PS3 shit that killed my faith in Sony. And basically every fucking year there's a new one. And then the quality of this port, the fact that it has the same issues that DS1 had, that weren't present in the DS2 port, with regards to USB devices sometimes just cause the whole fucking thing to stutter to shit. And with certain PCs, there's fuck all you can do. Because it's trying to pull for fucking devices every 1,000 goddamn milliseconds. And it needs a response on a frame timer. Well, this is actually a failed attempt anyway. I did get to see me swinging 3 times right next to her and hitting 1. So I'm thinking that this is probably... Well, it has staggered her. I'm not sure. I also know that I'm not using the fucking bow. Oh, well, this shit wouldn't work with my weapons anyway. They need to be infusible weapons. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's gonna fucking equip the Hollow Slayer. Oh, actually, I will say it does do one thing that differently from Dark Souls 1 and 2. Now, in 1, the fog wall, once you started the anime. Wow. I wasn't expecting the tracking. And I think if I was locked on, I don't think that I would have caught that there was such tracking. Man, Big Enemy's tracking is bullshit. But what I was saying with the fog wall is, with 1 it was resistance, with 2 it was fuck all. And you could get staggered out of it. I think you could get staggered out of it with 1 as well, but it effectively required a Havel. By which I mean a dragon tooth. Oh, I did equip the Hollow Slayer. Well, I was trying to roll behind the fucking thing, but okay. I think this is probably still the weapon of choice. The speed just makes it more worth it than the length. Oh, I wonder if it would be worth it to, since I have to get right up on her anyway. Oh, fuck you. Man, those fucking swings are ridiculous. Yeah, do I have the stuff to upgrade this anymore? Obviously, for that matter, I'm talking about the,
Just what?
no for that, and yes for that.
Pretty be careful.
Ah,
I have a soul and, fuck it, I have a homeward bone. Since I think I need,
Ashen 1.
well, I need at least 450, and I assume that it's probably going to be similar, possibly a little bit more for the second level. Okay, so I need 50 more.
Pretty be...
I don't even know if this is actually improving the buff at all.
Ashen 1.
Bring more souls!
Just what? Pretty be careful. Like...
Yeah, fucked if I know. Yep. Traveling back to the filing shrine from the filing shrine. One of those things where, because the behavior is not, consistent with the other games, it does not just make sense to me. Man, that slam has a exceedingly generous to the dancer hitbox. Oh, fuck. Yeah, fuck your port quality from. It's about the same as the quality of your ports from PS1 to PS2. I hadn't noticed everything causing hits then before. That is what is preventing me from rolling. Good to know. Also, for some reason, having bigger swords out seems to prevent some level of hit. I don't fucking get it. Yeah, this is a bad idea, not for any of the logical reasons, but because I need to be in her ass to actually hit her with the broadsword. Okay, good to know. Now, is that an effect of the... hitbox of the broadsword being super short? Is that... Oh, yeah, I would need to unequip that for this to work. Basically, I know that this one has some attacks that are pretty quick. Still don't get why. Ah, so that is the issue. She just does a shit ton of poise damage as well. Not really had too many occurrences of being hit while attacking. Yeah, so that ain't gonna work either, because that does less damage than the Erythal, which, I mean, that's not surprising. Maybe this'll work? I mean, it's a little bit shorter than the Hollow Slayer, but it seems like it's a little bit faster. Yeah, it might be the same speed. And I don't think that the wind around it would change anything. So it's a little bit less damaging, but it seems, for some reason, to do more. Poise damage. Or stagger damage. No, because that's going to be the sweeps. There we fucking go. So, something I kept noticing, and something I assume has relevance here, is that ladder. God, that was a terrible fucking fight. Oh, okay, so what I thought before was it was slitting his throat, and it was that. That's the whole fucking intent there. And when I made the comment that the sword wasn't right next to his neck as I thought it was, well, that was because that was correct. Is it not going to be that? Oh, it is going to be that ladder. With it skewing back a little bit, I was thinking, oh, well, it might be a ladder down that it's going to give us. Or like a staircase down. So, with those 60,000 souls, and that terrible fight done,
Welcome, host. Very well, then taken. Let these souls withdraw from their vessels, manifestations of disparity, elucidated by fire.
I'll take one each.
Farewell, Ashen One.
That's not who... And yeah, I know that if we actually want something that costs, we won't be able to get it, but it's pretty unlikely that we'll want any... weapon that has a cost.
Aha, so...
I wish I could just show the things that, you know, we have the fucking soul for. That is a very, very expensive miracle. In terms of FP cost. Okay. So, do we want the dancer's swords that we don't have? Or... Oh, I had not noticed that the name there was Boreal Valley. Kinda neat. I suppose there's no reason not to take the swords.
Now.
Given that the alternative... Well, I guess the alternative is using the soul. Yeah, it's... We're still gonna be able to use it, it's just... So the R1 is perfectly... Well, yeah, I need to wait for more stamina. The R2 kind of sucks. That's a little bit slow. Oops. Huh? Is this one of those things that needs, you need to actually have the effective stats for it to do anything? I'm gonna assume so. Ah, so there is a path over to the left. There is a path right here. Oh, with a red-eye knight. I don't know why I've never been able to roll through the first attacks of enemies. Oh, the Lothric Knight Sword. Well, we killed a now crestfallen knight, and we have the soul of a now crestfallen knight. Oh, this is just a Lothric Knight. They love dropping those gauntlets. I'm curious about those swords the priests are using. Decapitated statues are a little bit creepy. Huh. I guess I made the right choice? Ah, and this is just a shortcut back. In that case, I'd say, yeah, I definitely made the right choice. Always a little bit surprised when the Red-Eye Knights are, respawn. It was not open from this side. That wasn't too bad. Oh. Ah. Oh shit. I think that's just poison, but... I mean, for obvious reasons, would prefer not to deal with poison. I don't have to. Although, of course, because I did that on the way up in... Oh. Although that's not that bad. It lasts forever. But there aren't any enemies on the way back. So yeah, that's it's a little bit worrying that there is just an area completely full of toxic. Oop. The easy way is just going to be going down. Like, the color seemed like the color for, oh yeah, we still haven't done Ariandel. Like the color for Toxic. Because I was thinking that the color for Poison was a little bit paler, but I figured, nah, there's no way that they're going to have Toxic as a, just environmental. Little did I fucking know. I don't think that's a mimic. Yeah, it sounds like it's a mimic. Okay, so there are enemies over there. Huh. So, Ash's champion. it is actually a player. Which you can tell by the latency. Now how much less than expected, honestly. The issue, mostly, damn. I got greedy. The issue that I was having mostly was just latency is fucking miserable. That shit was worse than the fucking latency on goddamn 2. I don't know why, just almost universally, this is a worse experience as far as that goes than fucking 2 was. And you might be thinking, oh, well, are you talking regular 2 or Scholars? I don't own Scholars. I've seen Smite do shit with Invaders and Scholars, and it seems roughly the same as when I was doing shit the other day in regular 2, which... Oh, there's enemies on the wall. Well, given... I don't know why I assume the camera's ever gonna fucking work. Lock on doesn't fucking work. Where the fuck was I? And based off what I have seen from prior weapons of the type, I have to assume that the animations for 'em kinda suck. And we won't move anywhere near as fast as he does. So what's the point of this, pray tell? Aside from creating a noise that is giving me a headache. That little blink noise just bugs me. Nice, a great axe. Ah. So that guy is throwing things that prevent you from using Estus. Which is presumably how most of these people die. They just can't use their Estus. Not a bad plan. Bonfire. Now, is that something we had access to from the spot we saw before? Is, I guess, my real question. Also, that thing lasts hellaciously long. So 27 grand isn't really enough to do anything with. There's no reason for us to sit at the bonfire right now, because we're only down a couple flasks. That's a big fucking dragon. And that one looks like it's an actual dude. And this one is an actual dude. Huh. We do have the stats for it. I'm gonna give it a little tryout. Unfortunately, it needs to be the only weapon other than the Cestus while we're doing that tryout. So this is probably... Oh! Oh! Huh. And the gate's not even open, so... Hmm. Gonna see if maybe I just missed something up here. I mean, if there is two hidden walls here, it wouldn't be the first time they've done something of the sort. Yeah, it looks like that's not the case. So it looks like our options are either deal with the dragons or go into Poison Town. Fuck, that feels like terrible fucking options. Yeah, okay. Great Lance is not, especially not upgraded yet. Weird. Not yet a solid option for us. Hello, Oliver. Yeah, I think just going back to the old Hollow Slayer.
Welcome, host. Very well.
Do I have enough for a level? Just barely. More HP seems to be the thing that is fucking with us more than anything else. Which makes sense. Enemies, including the 2-player invaders we've had, do a shit ton of damage. Yeah, for whatever reason, I was thinking this would be a one-time. I guess it's more hoping. I guess with him dropping stuff regularly, it's not too bad. So, into Poison Hell. Might not be a terrible idea to jump out there, because it seemed like there was more, One of these days, I will learn that my whole reason for not liking lock-on against bosses holds against just big enemies. Huh. Yeah, that has a lot more active frames, and a lot more active frames close. Than I was expecting. God, I hate the delayed attacks. I also hate how you can't roll directly out of the Estus. Oh, that actually gets his ass hyper armor. Good to know. similarly, good to know that the shield does not actually need to be up for it to be effective. I mean, I knew that from other enemies because, well, attacking enemies with a shield, quote-unquote, up, from behind gets them protected by shield. And tinking. Lovely, lovely tinking. Oh, the noise is the slugs. Now this is going exceedingly well, which is why we are going to run fast. Well, that wasn't, you know, bullshit. Hitboxes. Yo, fuckhead. Yeah. That one seems to want to drop all of his stuff. I'll probably give it a check sometime. Sometimes the fall damage in this is worse than expected. Ah. But is there any reason for doing that? I don't think so. Ring ahead. Oh, it's probably talking about the Ring of Sacrifice. Unless there's something on the roof there. I can't see it, though. Oh, that one is a one-time enemy. Good to know. I'm surprised he's just not attacking here. Of course, I'm also surprised that the, yeah, I love when you slam them in the chest piece and get the fucking lock. For some reason, I think even if we could fall down there, that wouldn't be a very good idea. And that looks like something you fall through. It isn't, but it sure looks that way. Yeah, in like 1, I would expect this to be a bonfire, even though we've just gotten one. You want to jump down here, dude? Come on, I know you do. Oh, what is this water? I have to assume that it's probably also just straight up poison. Yeah, that's what I get for not noticing that that didn't have a staircase. That one is entirely on me. Do I have anything that would work a little bit better as far as just knocking the fuck out of this guy? Maybe. This seemed like it did more stagger damage. Of course, it also has more hitbox issues. So, good to know that things I learn on bosses cannot be transferred elsewhere. Genuinely. Happy to see that learning that that caused good stagger on the dancer where the fucking Maraude did not is not useful knowledge because other enemies don't work that way. So it was probably related to how long it was in her body, and this enemy just doesn't stagger that way because we're staggering by fucking hitting the shield. Oh. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna be running past, dude. Fuck, that tracks like a motherfucker. So that one doesn't seem to have a way to survive it. Maybe we need to shoot at him. Still haven't found that. So, is there any other route over here? I know that there's this fuckhead. Huh. Good to know, I guess, that, he doesn't give a shit about the hit stun. I mean, interesting. That means that he gives a shit less than the Abyss Watchers did. Given same weapon and all. But none of that is really relevant. Because all that is it's the only enemy here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be doing anything. Oh, puncture does actually make a pretty big difference, though. Well, not so much. So, this does not seem to have a spot where I can do anything from. Real good hitboxes game. Yeah, I'm just looking around trying to see where the fuck even the options are. This fire seems to mostly just be so that you can go up here and run into the dragon fire over and over again to try to grab items. Oh, nice. I am kind of surprised. Huh. One of these fuckers here. I do wish those were one-time encounters, but I suppose for effectively that is a one-time encounter. Well, chunks are actually useful. Ah! So that one, these ones actually do transform, the ones in the garden do not. So we want to fall off on the first side so we can grab that item as well. Yeah, I know the bandits like to move around a whole bunch, so they are not good ones to be holding this with both hands. The fact that their fucking dagger causes hit stun is trash. Oh, dropped a large Titanite shard. Unfortunately, I'm by and large done with the large Titanite shards, and I could buy them if I wasn't. No. I guess that guy preventing you from using Estus probably killed a lot of people. Most people on their first time through probably don't take that quite so carefully. No. That's there for if you give a shit about your souls. Oh, I didn't realize there was actually a path here. Okay. Given that I've used a little bit under half of my Estus. Let's go back just to make this trip a little bit more viable. Just stretching out my hands real quick. Always a good idea with the awkward position Dark Souls sometimes encourages you to take with controllers. I just want to be out of the path of the fucking crossbowman. I was just double checking to make sure I had all my rings, all the correct rings equipped. So that one had just a little bit more health than I was anticipating. Fortunately, we can, because I've upgraded my stamina a bit, we can do several hits, 5 hits particular. Oh yeah, and we can get our Estus upgraded one more time. Plus 9. It'll provide a little bit more health. So those flames really seem like they should have hit me. I wasn't expecting to get 2-shot there. And now for the tedious run back. It's not even long and it's already tedious. So basically we want to pull the crossbowman out a little bit. Okay. I guess the axeman has to defend the crossbowman. I'm a little bit worried about hitboxes with that. For that precise fucking reason. play Dark Souls 3. It's the best of them. You lying fucking pieces of shit. No, I swear, Dark Souls 3 is much better than fucking Dark Souls 2 was. Oh, we finally have a longsword. I wasn't even looking at the correct thing. I was looking at where the attack power is. Going, wait a second, I could have sworn some of these were 100% physical shields. That is just way too fucking heavy. Actually, which one was the one that boosted sorceries? The bellowing might be good for, oops, our, magic weapon. That doesn't seem useful. This one seems an odd one. We have a lot of... Oh, we actually have a shit ton of Twinkling Titanite. And chunks. That might be good. Yeah, we don't have our souls, but that's fine. I got turned around.
Ah.
Because, I mean, we have shit like this, and that's
Ashen 1.
gonna cover more than enough to upgrade the various weapons.
That is what.
So that's more dex focused than the longsword. So these are fairly equivalent, with the primary difference being that, well, the Hollow Slayer is at +2 versus the +4. But right now, that's actually not a bad thing. To have them be equivalent, it means that if one of them is slightly more effective, and I think the Hollow Slayer does have an effect on it. It mentions it's particularly effective against hollows. That does seem to track. I'm gonna check out these two. next to each other, of course.
Pretty be careful.
So let's get a... Yeah, that's a fairly effective endpoint. And this is the long sword, quote-unquote, and it's a little bit shorter. Let's compare against the broadsword real quick. Oh no, that was the Lothric Knight sword. Wasn't it? No, no. So it goes to that candle base. Yeah. So, this one is the longest of the two. Longer of the two. How does it compare to the Earthel? Wait for the idle. It's just a hair shorter. And I should check. Okay.
That is what...
So it's a little bit behind the broadsword, but it has a higher crit multiplier, slightly better scaling. Also, it's almost 1.5 times as long. Yeah, I rather like that that moveset on it. And it's about where the Irithel was before, so... Note, I'm saying that I like its moveset. Its moveset is basically the same as the Marah. Now, unfortunately, because it is a little bit heavy, to be able to drop it in for the Irithel and have the this equipped, we would actually need to swap out some armor. Or we can just have that as is. Oh, that... I think the Irithel is actually the stronger of the two right now, because we were able to upgrade it. And it'll be a bit before we can upgrade the, the Hollow Slayer. Sorry about that, I was yawning. Oh, what the shit? So I may have forgotten that these were hollows. Also, I may have underestimated just how much damage the One of our effects disappeared. Fucked if I know which. So the frostbite works well there. How is the Lothric Knight Greatsword? It is an ultra great sword. It is ridiculously heavy. Maybe if we got it upgraded? We'll see. It's another one of those that would, man, that shield fucking flew. It's another one that would require, There's really nothing here. Some changes with regard to what we are doing, armor-wise. I guess that really was intended to be a difficult enemy. That gave a shit ton of souls. I think most of the enemies we're fighting here are hollow. It feels weird that there's drop-downs go backwards. Okay. I don't think we'll be able to get those souls back. For a couple reasons, but... one of which is just the poise changes. What? Fuck you, game. God, I don't... And now I understand the purpose of... Where did Dingus go? Oh wait, does he come up from... How had I never noticed those fucking stairs before? Neat. And since we need something a little bit faster down there, and I don't think the pontiffs, whatever the fuck they are hollow. So good to know that the hit stun that we were getting on the first attack is apparently only if you're attacking their side, and if you're head on, doesn't work. Because that makes sense. Fuck you, game. I wonder if there's much of a difference. Nope, not really. Okay, let's wait for the fucking dragons to stop being annoying little fuckers. Well, fuck you too, gang. And since moving the character needs to move the fucking camera, you know what I wish worked? Hitboxes. Makes me wonder if the whole thing with the game seeming to reward aggression is not that they are being generous to the player on hitboxes, it's more that the hitboxes are just bad across the fucking board. Oh, I guess the sippy did not go off. I guess even if you roll through the token or whatever the fuck it's called, no sippy for you. Oh, cool. I was perfectly happy to run out before, but now... No. If it can't guarantee being protected by that thing, I guess... it wants no part of the fight. Actually, it'd make more sense to use the fucking Hollow Slayer. I guess note to self, the hit stun only works once. Since couldn't get it to work again, or maybe he has lower requirements the first time. And it bumps up every subsequent time, which is, you know, not how it works for players, but... Oh, neat. Can actually get that fucking far. Meaning I need to walk down all the way over fucking here. I think this entire ledge is slim enough that you can get fucked by this guy. I was fully expecting to get a follow-up shot there. So, since it doesn't matter for these enemies, There we fucking go. That sucked ass. Spirit Tree Crest Shield? Oh, scale's always nice. Okay, so that's just for the sword and the Titanite. Oh, and the shield. Which is lightning. So I think we've gotten a magic fire and lightning version of this. I don't really care for the rapiers and such. Which, of course, begs the question of... Okay. What the fuck is the point here? There's not enough time to run over there, I don't think. I guess I was wrong. And there's flammable fucking barrels here. Go along with the enemies throwing fire bombs. The least surprising result. Where are these fuckers running in from that the dragons don't give a shit about them? Oh yeah, that's right, the dragons don't give a shit about anything that's not a fucking player. Case in fucking point. Sure do love these well-designed areas. What well-designed areas? Exactly. Oh, neat. Fuck you, game. I love when the game gives me no reason whatsoever at all to engage legitimately. Presumably, the other dragon has something similar going on. Been down there. I'm like 90% sure. That appears to have quieted that dragon. I mean, it also kind of appears to just be dead, but... it's definitely not shooting flames everywhere, which is a positive of sorts. So this time the tongue caused all of the damage I took. Ooh, that is excellent. That's more upgrades for this Hollow Slayer. I think that's everything for there. Things are reacting like they can get to me. I don't think they can, though. I see you, fog door. And that is opening. So what I was thinking we would get, I'll actually walk outside and show it real quick, is I was thinking that that path we just had would lead right there. But that's further up. Like we'd need a ladder or something over here. But if these things are dead, or at least not reacting, yeah, that one appears to be dead as well. But I think the only thing making noise there is the fuckers that go big. I think we have actually come to a spot where we are actually headed back here for a legitimate purpose. Where the fuck is the firekeeper? Actually, I want to upgrade first. I have no idea how much it's going to cost. And we might have enough for more than one level with these souls we have. I was gonna say, you know, maybe if we hadn't upgraded the Storm Ruler, we would have enough. We would still be too shy. We'd be a lot closer, admittedly, but we'd still be too shy.
Pretty be careful.
Oh, actually, there is one thing. Well, there's two things in my notes. One of which was a thought on the where the hell we could find the dancer, which was since we hadn't found it here, and I was pretty sure that this was too late. That's why we started on Vort. The other thing is, you know what area I never explored? Whose bonfire I never actually looked around in? Aldrich's. Also, I think I know how to open the gate for Aldrich. There was... way down at the gate, there was a, yeah, so what I was thinking here is there were two fog doors during the boss fight. And I never did anything with them. Now, it doesn't look like there's anything up here, which is strange. I don't know if I was expecting an NPC or anything, but I was expecting something. What are you? Oh, you're a tiny elevator. Why is there a big elevator and a small elevator? Okay, so there's an item. And yeah, what those are referencing is that this is Anor Londo. The Dark Souls 1 had a fake vision of Gwyn's daughter. So what the fuck does that ring do? Let's check it out against the Evil Eye, since that's the one that it would have the... Oh. That's probably roughly similar to the Cestus. On the other hand, it's a ring, and rings seem pretty valuable in this one. 30 versus... Well, I guess I'd need to check it. Yeah, let's just go into Firelink, take a bit of fall damage. The easy way to take some fall damage is to run up here and fall off the front. Okay, so it's ticking at a different rate than the cestus. But it seems like it... that's pretty damn good. I think that's going to be better than the Ring of the Evil Eye. Although to really compare that, we'd need to... Which ticks are... Its ticks are the 2 HP. So it's not quite as good as the... Well, does not seem to be quite as good as the cestus. And that might actually make it so we can swap this out for maybe the right eye. Because that seems to be some pretty beefy healing. I think I'm still going to want the Estus ring. Yeah, we don't use sorceries enough for that to be useful. I don't think I really care that much about some extra souls. Let's check out this, the Karthus Milk Ring. I personally don't care for the effect.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't he?
So, okay, we've upgraded stuff as much as we have the items for. Yeah, the Hollow Slayer is getting quite beefy on both its base damage and its scaling. That each level seems to bump that up a hell of a lot. Conversely, the Lothric Knight's sword, greatsword, seems a bit... Well, it does have 10 levels, not... Let's get it to 6 so we can actually... So that should be theoretically equivalent, and that's actually a hell of a lot of damage because it's close on its physical, and it has that lightning component.
Pretty be careful.
Let's, how much weight would I need to drop? Looks like about a helmet's worth. Okay. It does have the standard Ultra Greatsword stuff of while the attacks are reasonably quick, it has long pauses. But yeah, I wish that I had had that at the front of my notes rather than at the back of my notes. I think we got an Estus shard sometime.
Ah, 'tis good, wasn't it? Pretty be careful.
So now we walk around with 12 plus 9 flasks. Pretty good. And that is going to be it for me. Thank you for watching.